Presented by listenheadlines.com. Latest world news from trusted sources.
BBC News World.
June 28, 4:31 America, New York, Madras High Court. A new India verdict recognizes value of women's work. The judgment in a domestic dispute case allowed a housewife equal share in her husband's property.
Washington Post World.
June 28, 4:11 America, New York, Ukraine live briefing. 8 dead in Kramatorsk strike. Putin dissuaded from killing Wagner boss, Lukashenko says. The bombing of a Kramatorsk pizza restaurant frequented by members of the military and foreign journalists also injured 56 people, including an 8-month-old. Mirror World News.
June 28, 4:02 America, New York, Snoop Dogg doppelganger spotted washing cars on roadside in Colombia. A motorist filmed the smiling cleaner as he was stunned at the similarity with the famous musician, and some say he even made gestures exactly like the hip-hop star.
Wall Street Journal World News.
June 28, 3:57 America, New York, Glenn's take. RBA remains on track to tighten policy screws. The Australian Central Bank is still likely to be in a hawkish mood because the tamer inflation reading in May was due mostly to a fall in volatile components of the CPI basket.
Wall Street Journal World News.
June 28, 3:53 America, New York. Copper edges lower after China's industrial profits slump. A sharp drop in China's industrial profits added to worries about the nation's economy and weighed on base metals prices, although low inventories eased the declines.
Mirror World News.
June 28, 3:09 America, New York. Teacher sacked for avoiding work for 20 years after being spotted on the beach. Cinzio Paulina de Leo had been employed to teach literature and philosophy and spent 24 years in the role but only worked 4 of them, spending the rest avoiding teaching lessons.
Wall Street Journal World News.
June 28, 3:04 America, New York. Developed market bond returns seen positive in 2H. Bond returns in the first half of the year have been positive across developed markets, with the exception of the UK, and are likely to remain positive in the second half of the year, too, J.P. Morgan said.
BBC News World.
June 28, 2:48 America, New York, watch. Teen makes skateboarding history with 720 trick. Teenager Arisa True becomes the first female skateboarder to land a 720 in a competition.
Washington Post World.
June 28, 2:45 America, New York. Excavators find image of pizza's possible precursor among Pompeii ruins. The food depicted in the roughly 2,000-year-old fresco did not include cheese and tomato but could be a distant ancestor of pizza, archaeologists said. Mirror World News.
June 28, 2:36 America, New York. We were charged £324 for lunch at tourist hotspot. The prices are eye-watering. Calamari was the equivalent of £64 at Eclipse on Platis Jalos Beach in Mykonos, Greece, according to a receipt, and the British family on holiday felt so cheated.
BBC News World.
June 28, 2:22 America, New York. Ryan Mallett, former NFL quarterback, dies at age of 35 in apparent drowning. Former NFL quarterback Ryan Mallett dies in an apparent drowning at the age of 35.
Fox World News.
June 28, 2:00 America, New York. Israel embraces cutting-edge AI to thwart cyberattacks, foil terrorism. The IDF integrated AI for operations to hunt Hamas leaders and has used AI to detect and counter cyberattacks, helping to thwart the majority of such attacks.
Fox News.
June 28, 2:00 America, New York. Tech experts outline the 4 ways AI could spiral into worldwide catastrophes. Researchers with the Center for AI Safety wrote a paper detailing the 4 categories that could lead to artificial intelligence spiraling into catastrophe.
Washington Post World.
June 28, 2:00 America, New York. In Afghan hospitals, feeling abandoned by the Taliban and the world. The war's end has only worsened Afghanistan's healthcare crisis. World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News.
June 28, 1:55 America, New York. Russian missile, designed to bring down a plane, hits crowded pizza restaurant. At least 8 people have been killed, including 3 children, and 56 injured after a Russian missile struck a pizza restaurant in the eastern Ukrainian city of Kramatorsk in the Donetsk region. The Russian missile strike in central Kramatorsk.
RT World News.
June 28. 125 America New York. Support for U.S. in Israel reaches 20-year high, poll. Nearly 90% of Israelis have a favorable view of longtime ally Washington. A survey finds public support for the U.S. among Israelis has reached a 2-decade high, according to a new survey of residents in 23 nations.
Fox News.
June 28. 116 America New York. Google quietly removes drag show from Pride promo section after Christian employees file petition, report. Google removed a Pride event at a San Francisco bar from a list of company-promoted LGBTQ+ activities amid backlash from the faith community over the drag performer headlining it.
New York Times World News.
June 28. 045 America New York, your Wednesday briefing. Prigozhin's whereabouts. Yevgeny Prigozhin in Moscow, Russia, in April.